Hey, it's Pat from Seattle Coffee Gear. Today we're going to brew up our roast of the month, which is Birka Gudina Estate from Spotted Cow. We're going to use our standard tasting method, brew it up, give some thoughts on the roast, and should be a lot of fun. So first thing we have here is we always use a ratio of 15:1 for water to coffee. Some people use 16:1. Sometimes roasters give specific instructions on ratios, but that's what we stick with so that we're evaluating everything equally. So I have my 20 grams of coffee right here. I'm going to drop it into this Baratza Encore. We use a kind of medium coarse setting that you would expect for pour over. Right, so another thing that we always do is we make sure to pre-wet the filter a little bit. So I've done that already. It just helps to heat up the filter and to get it ready for brewing. So I'm going to dump this in here and make sure that the grounds are level in the dripper, and then pop it on the scale here. So we did 15 grams of coffee, so we're going to do 300 grams of water out. Tear it out. We use water at 202 degrees. We're going to start with a bloom here. And again, water temperature is something that can change from roast to roast. We try to evaluate everything at the same base level unless we get specific instructions from a roaster. So we always encourage experimentation at home with different temperatures and grind fineness and stuff like that. This is just what we do regularly. So we're going to do a pour now. And let that draw. And I'm going to do a second pour and make sure to try to catch the grounds on the outside of the filter here. And then we're going to let that draw. Different people will use different numbers of pours and like different flow rates and stuff like that. So we like to experiment with that sort of stuff when we're making coffee in the office, but generally for tastings we just try to stick to the same method every time. Okay, so we have our prepared pot of our pour over. So I'm just gonna stick this back here. All right, perfect. And here we go.
Thanks.
Hey, Clementine and Allie. Thanks for joining me. I thought that you would both be a great help in giving some thoughts on our roast of the month.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and taste it.
All right.
So, thoughts?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
It's really warm, like not just in temperature, but in flavor. I think it's really complex. It's got like a nice, interesting dynamic.
Yeah, something that...
Citrusy.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I like about it, I'm a big fan of Ethiopia's, like I'm sure many people watching are. And this one is a natural. And a lot of times with Ethiopian naturals, you get a similar flavor profile regardless of how you roast it. In my experience, like if you get that natural flavor and that Ethiopian flavor, and it's always really satisfying. But this offers a complexity that I've not seen as much from coffee from the region and the process. So I'm really into that. Like you said, it's got kind of vaguely citrusy notes. What Spotted Cow lists is chocolate, like you'd expect, apricot, blackberry, plum. That's kind of that natural kind of berry flavor coming through, and then a tamarind note, which I thought was very interesting. And you kind of get that a little bit with that sort of little bit sour kind of finish on it.
You know, you're supposed to do that for tasting with your tongue, where you go.
It's
not just for dogs.
Yep. You gotta slurp a little bit too.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's interesting.
Let's all slurp at the same time. Just kidding.
What were you gonna say?
Oh no, that's it.
So the other thing that I like about this one a lot is that it's still a really rich roast, kind of like what you were saying with it being warm. It's not that. Sometimes it can taste a little bit. The Ethiopians can taste a little bit light and a little bit thin and a little bit more floral. This one is kind of a thicker, richer body to it.
I don't know if I would guess that it is natural process, which is really interesting since I've had a pretty good experience with natural coffees, and usually they have like strawberry or blueberry or things like that. And this has a lot more drier and more kind of like a deeper fruit note to it. So I think it's different, and I like it.
A stone fruit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We really liked it, and with this feature, we try to not only go after the like absolute. This is the only coffee we're going to drink this month. Just like how we try to do everything here, we're trying to kind of look at a range of different roasters and origins and stuff. So it's exciting to kind of be able to talk about a spotted cow too, which we don't get all the time.
Right.
So yeah, we're big fans, and you should check it out and try it while you can.
Cheers. All right, team.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
and comment.
That was off the cuff.
That was awesome. I think that should be the new end bumper for everyone.
And more finger guns.
Finger guns. Let's all do it. Yeah, Pat.
All right.
Come on. It's the Instagram post.